Recently, I created new framework ideas and then I also generated copies after the framework, which gave me results. So today I just wanted to share it with y'all. There's a new framework that I created called the 3C ICP framework triangle. When I mean by ICP, I'm not mentioning like the target industry or audience size. What I'm mentioning is the purchasing power. Okay, so there's three type of purchasing power that we have. The audience being certain, they really want the service. The second audience being curious, they might not or might want the service. For the third one, they are totally closed, they are not interested at all. So after these three ICP, usually we target the first one. This is where most of the companies target. So now I'm trying to shift towards the portion where trying to target the curious audience means they do not know whether they want it or not. So we try to give some kind of lead magnet which is very frictionless, but trying to convince them. So for audience to the curious audience, what's the difference is usually if you would see we would, for instance, give a lead magnet such as, for example, okay, this client that I'm talking about currently, what he does is he provides ops services. We can say as fractional COO. Okay, now my previous lead magnet that I gave was free audit. So when you give this free audit to this curious audience, what happens is they still have the friction of having to come to the call, which means that they still feel that the strings are attached. So now what we need to do for this curious audience, before we give a big lead magnet, we need to give something that is very frictionless, something they can reply and then get it immediately without getting on call, without spending time. So I would say less of friction. We can also call it less time, less effort. Yeah, we can go on and on. So for this category of people, we so far the ideas I have is we can only give a calculator to reveal to them what problems they face, or we can maybe give a social proof, or we also can give, for example, a video explaining. So this is the three ideas I feel we can give our lead magnet under. And then all these lead magnet that we are going to give to this curious audience, it's going to be revealed to them their problem. So let me just reiterate this again. I will explain in another video detailing, but this video, let me just give a summary. So, curious audience, okay? What's going to happen is they might not, they might know or might not know about the service, which means that we need to reveal to them the problem that they might be facing. So we need a lead magnet which shows them, okay, these are the problems you're facing. So this is why you need this. And then at that point of time, we give them the lead magnet. So now we need to give them the reveal problem lead magnets, which I mentioned here, which is this tree. Yeah, this tree is the lead magnets that you need to kind of give for this reveal problem lead magnets. So for this particular client who's doing fractional COO services, I chose this calculator lead magnet. So let me just show you the working copy that I did for them. Okay, so I said, hi, first name. I ran your company through my AI ops calculator. It estimated how much you might be losing from inefficient operations. And then I immediately say, want me to send the snapshot? Just reply yes. And then also, I always use PostScript to mention things that I cannot mention in the body. So I just tell them you'll be surprised by the numbers. If you see this copy, they do not have anything to lose out. No time, no frictions to come for the call. They don't need to send any information. Whereas they just need to say the word yes, I'm going to send them. So that's the first reveal the problem leak manager I was talking about. So the subject being straightforward. Want to see the snapshot of this company. So frankly, when I was trying this, I thought that it will work and it actually did. So this is the replies that I got. So first one being yes, and then second one being yes. So let me just explain to you the stats. So for a total leads of 141, out of this 141, we have two main sequences. So this copywriting that I'm mentioning about is from the first sequence. The positive responses that I got is 2, which is about 1.42%. So you can see the screenshot here. So this clearly shows that this copy is working, but one thing to showcase is the things that I need to change is I sent them the snapshot, but why it didn't convert to a meeting. This is a reason. The calculator we gave was not valuable enough, or we can say personalized enough. It means that they asked me the calculator, so I went talk to one of the client. He was asking, okay, I saw the results. Why is it this way? So he's asking a lot of explanation for the formulas and the results we obtained. For this to be better, the things I learned is we need to give more proof and information of why the calculator is this way, and most of all it has to resonate. This is the most important. So this is the reason why we couldn't convert them to a meeting, but yes, it at least gave us a first layer of positive response. That's it. So now what's going to happen is we are going to scale this campaign with a better calculator, and then let's see how is it going. Regarding explaining this 3C ICP and then the reveal the problem slit magnet, I will explain in another video in detail.